Okay, to answer your first question, I personally don't know that the government's doing anything to eradicate that or to like diminish the gap, but maybe I'm misinformed. Um, but like the history of Chinese governments, like they don't really care about those things. Their beliefs are like men in some sort of way are superior to women or something like that. I don't know if the government is doing something. Maybe they are, but I really don't think so. I I I do think it is because like all of the abuses and the superiority of like for men come from certain like ideology that I don't know like I do think it is it just didn't pop out right out of the blue. Like people have had this religious belief that men are kind of superior to women, and it's kind of been like a tradition or religion, you could say. So, but yeah, I think it is. Okay, third question. Yes, I do. I think gender equality is a right, but just not everyone respects it. Okay, fourth question. I would love for it to happen. It's kind of like a utopian idea. I don't think it's going to happen very soon, but I think the world's taking like steps to do it. Maybe not in China that I know of, but I think as the world starts moving towards gender equality and women rights and all those things, it could happen at some point. But right now, soon, I don't think it's going to happen. I wish. Wow, that's a really interesting question because I don't live in China right now, but when I lived there, there was like a lot of gender issues in China because it's not very equal, we could say. Women get discriminated, like they get paid less or they get fired randomly. It happened to my mom actually because she worked at a company like in a very good position for like 3 or 4 years, and then all of a sudden one day without like notice they they just fired her. So she wanted answers and knowing what was going on, but they her boss said that there was a guy who was better at the position than her, and then that was it. But like she knew it. Of course, there was something we think, and it's like kind of normal for Chinese people, for Chinese women to be, for those things to happen.
Hey Victor, how are you?
Good man, how it's been?
Great. I want to ask you some questions about gender equality issues are right now in Belgium. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, man. Go ahead.
First of all, in what part of Belgium do you live?
I live in Ghent, which is the nordish part of Belgium.
Great. Okay. How do you see gender equality in Belgium?
Well, I think it's quite fair. I mean, my mom works and gets paid very well.
Are women and men paid the same for the same job, or is there a gap of money earned?
I think there is a gap, not a big one, but I mean, it's a gap, but it also depends on where you're working.
Okay, nice. What is the government trying to do to equal and eradicate the gap?
Well, it is a problem that has to be treated because even if it doesn't see, it affects us and in many ways. I think that government have just made a law that helps women get the same rights as men and something like that.
Do you think that religion is a factor in gender equality?
I in many places I think it is, but in Belgium's case, I think it's not because it's Belgium. Almost everyone has the same religion, and if it was a case, there would be a bigger gap that there is right now.
Do you think there should be equality in Belgium?
I believe it's necessary thing. I think that if we achieve completely gender equality, our economy will boost itself.
Do you think gender equality is a right?
I think it's a right because people are the same. No one is more than anyone.
Okay, thank you, Victor.
You're welcome.
Hola Mauricio, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien, te quisiera preguntar algunas cosas sobre la igualdad de género en Monterrey y pues en tu trabajo.
Sí, adelante.
La primera pregunta es, ¿tú cómo percibes la igualdad de género en Monterrey y en tu trabajo?
Bueno, pues mi primera vista, sobre todo, se ve normal, creo yo. Pues en cuanto te pones a investigar, si hay una división entre los hombres y las mujeres en muchas cosas, claro que esto está dicho de un punto de vista de un hombre. En mi trabajo yo creo que es un lugar muy controlado, ya que no dan prioridad a ningún género.
Ok, ¿sabes si tu gobierno, o sea, el gobierno de Monterrey está haciendo algo para erradicar esta barrera que hay entre los hombres y las mujeres?
Sí, el gobierno está implementando leyes que las mujeres ganan lo mismo que los hombres y pues como quieran no creo que sea un tema muy fuera de control. Yo creo que hay poca discriminabilidad.
Bueno, ¿acaso crees tú que la religión toma parte en las acciones de los hombres y las mujeres?
La verdad creo que sí puede afectar, pero en este caso la verdad no creo que afecte ya que casi todos en Monterrey somos cristianos, católicos y pues esas no son religiones que exigen ese tipo de cosas.
¿Acaso tú crees que la equidad es un derecho?
Por supuesto que sí. Aparte que la ley lo dice, es lo moralmente correcto.
Y por último, ya para acabar, ¿acaso tú crees que debería haber completa igualdad de género?
La verdad, yo creo que cada género tiene cualidades diferentes, pero en base, los derechos humanos sí deberían de tener los mismos derechos, así como lo establece en la Constitución y pues en diferentes documentos, podemos ver que se ha ido implementando varias regulaciones para que lleguemos a tener esa equidad de género que tanto anhelamos los ciudadanos, porque muchas veces puede pasar que las mujeres puedan ser discriminadas por su género, pero al final del día todos somos iguales y así como lo dice la Constitución en su artículo primero, todos los hombres y las mujeres sean consideradas como iguales ante la ley.
Muchísimas gracias.
De nada.